Okay, so not everyone wants to walk around looking like a caveman to protect themselves and keep their spiritual hygiene, health, aura thing going, right? This is my home one, right? Like this is like my t-shirt and jammies because I love the leather. I love it. It's very grounding, right? It's not like this crazy super special. I mean, it's pretty special. My magic's pretty special. I do offer a guarantee on it. But it's like I can recreate this anytime. But sometimes, again, I'm not a person that likes to, I don't even talk about, I don't tell, I'm a photographer, I'm an artist, I am a content creator, all of the things. I don't let people know, that I'm in private intelligence unless there's a reason to, right? Because it's called private intelligence. It's none of your damn business, right? And I don't go after, I don't do anything. So here we go. So you may not want to walk around with this, nor do I. Like sometimes I love those beaded bracelets and everything like that. People see that and they're like immediately like witch or right or woo or like dismiss your intelligence and all that other stuff. So I really want to bring, and mesh these worlds where you're able to protect yourself without looking like the crazy hippie witchy lady, right? We're not going for a Stevie Nicks here. We're going for, I want to be able to walk into the boardroom, feel protected, but not also expose the woo. Even though it's not woo, it's just energy work, okay? So I have a jewelry line, and this is going to be, this is my own personal stuff. This is handmade. If anybody knows anything about GRIS, I didn't know. Again, I had to go down these rabbit holes to figure out how to protect myself, and I've done really well. So I've got these lockets. So if anybody knows anything about GRIS, which I didn't know, or GRIS bags, I know I'm butchering it. I apologize to the ancestors, but you have to do like an odd number of things. So I've got ones recipes for gambling, like luck. So everything that's in here, even though this is big and chunky, can be put into one of these. Yes, I'm working with tweezers and super glue. But that's after you put your DNA in there, and then it's good to go, and then you can throw it on your wallet or on your keychain, in your purse. You can wear it. I prefer to. Also with pendants, we can do, pardon me, a blessing of the pendant. I'm just wary with pendants. In fact, if you want to, oh my goodness, if you want to know if your psychometry is, or oh gosh, is it connected? I'm in flow. I can't remember. It's where you'll be able to move things with your mind, like Uri Geller, supposedly. I don't know. I am the skeptic of the skeptics, especially when it comes to this stuff, right? Again, I don't come out here on the internet, right? Like I like to protect my reputation. That's why I'm like a whole ass honey badger when somebody comes, because I keep my nose clean. I am, so anyways, I mean, you're talking to somebody that have a security clearance, right? So we have this, but if you want to know if you can move pendants, I don't work with them anymore. They're really great when you're first starting off, but like when you start realizing it's energy work, you can actually, this is why I don't trust a lot of people that say they're intuitive, because a lot of them are, and they're warlocks, and so somebody will be like, the pendant says yes, and they can move it with their mind. Okay, you can just think yes, 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 and the pendant will move. So one thing about these, if they go one way, you say, give me a yes, it'll go left, or it'll go right, or it'll go up and down, and then you say, give me a no, and so then you can know. But once you get strong enough, you can actually, that's why with cards, you want to learn with your gut and your intuition, because I have colleagues that can flip your cards, right, with their energy. That's why when I say you're wanting to do accurate reads, you want to pull, because someone can push energy, right, and cause a card to flip, and then you get your reading wrong. Okay, so next up we have, okay, we'll do this one. We'll do the big finale last. I do have my amethyst wrap. These are pretty. They're, a little bit more hippie if you're really into the woo, like I love dressing like a hippie and dressing like a goth and dressing like a CEO, right? I've got all the styles under my belt. I've done all the things. Right. So you can go woo, right? And I can hand wrap it for you, right? And hand bless it for you. Again, I do not think I am a divine conduit. Right. So this isn't something that I'm just pulling out of thin air, and it's not something that I haven't tested over and over and over again. But we do. Oh, did I show you the earrings? Yeah, I think I told you about the scissors. So these are cord cutting earrings. If I repeat myself, it is what it is. And then I have my, oh yeah, I did tell you, because I had how many? I think I've got about 100 of these. And I have them in different, you can get like the gunmetal silver or the regular silver. I don't know if I'm going to keep that as an option, but just know it's going to be silver. And then I've got the charm bracelet. Now I have one for a masculine. So I can do this on a leather bracelet, and basically this one's going to be a little more expensive. I'm not going to tell you, I'm not going to lie. Right? But this is like, you can put cord cutting on there. You can put blessings, right? The turtle, you can put the cross for safety. You can put, I've got music on here. I've got the elephant for, you know, for blessings. I've got for psychic abilities, for protection, for, again, abundance, but abundance and joy, right? And motivation and content creation, right? These are super tailored. They're going to be custom made just for you. And don't they give you those old school? Do you guys remember? Y'all, I'm 45 years old. Like the old school charm bracelets, but they were like, not Pandora. They were like, it wasn't jelly. It was like in the days of the jelly shoes, though. It was like these large, funky, like plastic ones. And then you had all of these charms. And I've just always, I love doing readings with charms. Oh my gosh, they're so much fun. And we're going to get into that. I'm going to teach you all of this. Okay. I'm really excited. The link will be down below in the descriptions, the beacons link. You've got everything listed there. Mwah, 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 mwah. We'll catch you on the flip. Bye.